Sponsored by Bet365.
Welcome back to Rugby.com.au. Round 10 of Super Rugby just around the corner. It's our favourite time of the week. As always, joined by Matt Dunning for Tuck's Tips.
Thanks for having me, mate.
It was a tough week last week in footy, Tuck. Couple of losses, one draw for the Rebels. I guess we can pick it up and go again this weekend.
Yeah, really tough week. I guess the Reds probably did the best out of it having the bye. But look, yeah, I guess there was some positives. Rebels having a draw over in South Africa, always hard over there. And Force again lost, but really put up a gallant fight, and they have all year. So the Waratahs have a lot of work to do, and the Brumbies second half, we'll just forget about that.
Like you said, the Waratahs very disappointing on the weekend. They do take on the Reds up in Brisbane on Saturday night. Basically, whoever wins this is still in the contention for finals. Whoever loses, basically their season's done. Yeah,
look, it's getting to that point of the year, and obviously it's looking this way that only one Australian team's going to go through into the final 8. So it's really important for the Waratahs and the Reds. The winner here, as you said, has got a chance to win the conference.
Let's take a look at the Reds and Waratahs teams now, Tuck. Stephen Moore back for the Reds, a bit of experience there in the front row.
Yeah, great to have Stephen Moore back, I think, for the Reds. You know, he's so much experience and a really quality footballer. And I think in these sort of games, it's going to be a tussle, and you need experience there to make critical decisions. Karevi's still captain. I think that's a good decision. Obviously, I don't think Stephen Moore will play 80. They'll look to get Murphy on the paddock at the end and give him a run. So I think it's a wise decision. Some other key matchups, obviously, Bernard Foley versus Quade Cooper. That'll be awesome. Be good to see. I think Quade's playing some really good footy now. I think he's settled down and he's doing very well. And obviously Bernard back. He played not too badly last week. Some problems with the charge down and some other things, but he didn't play too badly. And some other key matchups. Really looking forward to see George Smith up against Hoops. That's a great, will be a great matchup. Really interesting to see what happens there. And obviously the two leggies at fullback go up against each other. Israel and Carmichael. Looking forward to that matchup. So a lot to play for this game. Both teams wouldn't be happy with their season. The Waratahs are going into this game with a must-win. You know, like the Reds had a good win against the Kings, and then the Waratahs lost against the Kings. So really important that they turn around the Waratahs. They were really poor last week. That second half was terrible.
Straight afterwards, Tuck, another one of your old teams, the Force, taking on the Lions over in Perth. The Force, mate, very unlucky so far in 2017.
They have been competitive in every game. You know, the only thing the Force can take out of this season is they have been really competitive and they have really pushed teams. You know, that was a great effort against the Chiefs. You know, really front runners in this competition, one of the front runners, and they really put it to them. Ben McCallum's still out for the Force, which is a big loss still, but they haven't had any more years, so they should still be all right without him. But Dane Halapetty, the big loss, you know, he's been, you know, in and out this year, but he's really the key to their side, and so really he'll be a big miss. And the Lions, you know, no one gives them credit. They are a really, really good rugby side, and you know, they'll be looking forward to get their tour on track with a win against the Force. And for those that are really keen, Tuck, at 3:30 in the morning on Sunday, the Kings take on the Rebels in Port Elizabeth. You'll be just getting home, Marty, so you'll enjoy this game. Look, it'd be really good for the Rebels. You know, they had a draw, albeit not a great game of football to watch. They had a draw against the Sharks. You know, it's always tough in Durban, and to get a draw there is a great effort. So, you know, this is a real chance for them to really get a win here. You know, the Kings have got to travel all the way back from Africa after having a big win against the Waratahs. So they've got the travel. This is a game where I think the Rebels really need to win if they're any chance of getting a place in that semi-final. And wrapping up a huge weekend in the Aussie Conference, Tuck, the Brumbies host the Blues in Canberra on Sunday, Arvo. Yeah, look, the Brumbies will want to just forget that whole second half. If I was Steve Larkham, I wouldn't even bother watching it, just forget about it. You know, the first half, they had some really good positive. That great try, that was an incredible try that Powell scored, and Powell's been fantastic all year for him. So just concentrate on that first half. That second half was as bad as they'll play all year. Rory Arnold has been another one who'll be really important for him. He's been exceptional this year, and probably the form second rower in Australian rugby by far. So a big effort required by a big man, Rory Arnold. All right, Tuck, it was a tough week last week with that draw to get a perfect round, but let's go again for round 10. Let's see how we go, Marty. Highlanders to beat the Stormers at home. Chiefs to smash the Sunwolves at home. Can't believe I'm doing this, but Reds to beat the Waratahs. Force to just lose to the Lions, but they could win this one. Cheetahs to lose to the Crusaders. Rebels to beat the Kings. Jaguars to beat the Sharks. Blues to beat the Brumbies. Well, Tuck, I've never seen you as flustered as you are after those tips, mate. First of all, the Reds. You've given up on the Brumbies, and the Force still can't get a go. I've never tipped the Reds before against the Waratahs, and I can't believe it. I feel sick in my stomach. Hopefully, I'm wrong. Hopefully, Bernard has a great game and Quade has a shocker. But look, you got to go with your head, and I just think that the Reds are coming off the bye. They'll be fresh, and they'll be too good. We'll see in a couple of days' time, no doubt. Remember, if you are going to have a bet at all this weekend, do so responsibly. And you can catch all the live games from the Australian Conference on our radio broadcast at Rugby.com.au.